completes the lineup. Flag goes up from behind. Gates are back, off and racing from that 1600 meter mark. Evening Primrose was 1 or 2 lengths slow into stride. We'll have to race from the back end of the field. Red Sash is one of the first ones to respond. Lady Silvana also shows a good amount of early pace, settling on the heels of the early speed is My Flower Fades, who's on the inside of Treasure Hunt. They're racing 2 to 3 lengths off the leader. Supreme Dream, the red and yellow salts just in behind those two. Fun Zones battle on the inside rail, racing on the inside of Queen of Sparta, and Evening Primrose is last of all as they head into the turn with just on 1,000 meters left to go, and Red Sash sets the pace. It's a rather sedate gallop at the moment, goes away by 1 length. On the outside is Lady Silvano in second, a further 1.5 lengths back to My Flower Fades, who's perfectly poised on the rail in third. Treasure Hunt kept her company on the outside, racing 2 lengths off the leader, further 2 lengths back to Fun Zone. Supreme Dream just came off the bridle for a length or 2 there, then a further length back to Evening Primrose, and Queen of Sparta is now racing 8 lengths off the gallop. They start to speed things up. Homeward bound, 600 meters left to go. Red Sash brings the field for home. Lady Silvano on the outside in second. My Flower Fades has got the inside run in third. Treasure Hunt's on the outside of runners. Fun Zone's racing 3 lengths off the leader. Then came Supreme Dream, Queen of Sparta, and a long way back to Evening Primrose into the final 300 meters. The first one to challenge is My Flower Fade down towards the inside. Red Sash. Lady Silvana is not out of it. Fun Zone traveling quite well at this stage with Treasure Hunt as they're into the final 150. Fun Zone has moved up to challenge alongside My Flower Fade, but Fun Zone has shown them a clean set of heels into the closing stages. Fun Zone clicked up smartly. My Flower Fade into second. Then came Treasure Hunt in third. Lady Silvano in fourth. Your head-on view, the winner, the green salts, just in between Treasure Hunt and Lady Silvano, 2 from the right-hand side. You can see starting to move up hard held at this stage, just gets a flick down the neck. My Flower Fades under hard ride on the inside, but Fun Zone quickens up smartly into the closing stages. And the rest of the field were chasing shadows. Number 5, Fun Zone, the winner for race number 2.
Race 2 has been won by number 5, Fun Zone. It's finally her day. She is most certainly a consistent type. Well done to Zimasele Jevu. He receives his R1,000. Thank you to Hollywood Bets and Cape Racing. Fun Zone's a daughter of Rafif and written by Elder de Meyer. Elder, well done.
Thank you, Vicky.
She's such an interesting filly to watch because you can throw in any field and she performs, but it's just to get that head in front.
Yeah, definitely. I must say, when I cantered her down to the start, before we started cantering or strutting, I was thinking, Jesus, filly looks well. And she wasn't above herself. She was nice and calm, and all the energy was basically released in the right areas. And I was thinking to myself, it's a pity that there's so much pace in the race, because I would have loved to take her to the front here today. But I bided my time. I just waited on her, and I think it was a pleasure from there, because she was picking them off one by one. I was sitting with quite a bit of horse underneath me, and it was just a matter of asking her when to go. And I know for a fact that I can't let her go too soon. So with half a furlong to go, I just let her just pick it up. And for a second she hesitated, but I just encouraged her. I kept the stick off her, and she seemed to enjoy that. And the more I left her alone, the more momentum she found forward. So I know it's been a little frustrating sort of filly, because like you say, she can run against anything and run well. At the same time, it just depends how much she feels like doing it. So it was the right race here for her today. I was a little bit concerned about the mile, because she's got such a sharp turn of foot, but she relaxed quite nicely for me. So to Mr. Rhodes, Mr. Bamford, the Stokes, they're quite fond followers of this filly, and they're there every Saturday to see her run the Governors. Albury is not here. I'm not sure where he is, because he put me under big pressure to say that he wants some results today. But anyway, it seems like we get results when he's not here, so best he watches from home. So everyone else involved, finally we're in the Fun Zone. It's not a place we find ourselves often, but we're here today.
Well done, Elder. Next up, Candice is going to come across and chat to us, and all the chirps in the room for Elder. Candice, well done.
Thank you.
I know that it's a similar question to Elder. You know, she's always consistent, but today she clearly just had that edge and well-being.
She's been very frustrating. You know, in saying she's a frustrating filly, she's been a very consistent filly too. But she shows so much at home, and you know, every time it's the same story in a race. You try and produce her late, or eventually we decided maybe we should try and take her to the front, because whatever we're doing, she just doesn't. That last part, she just finds something to beat her on the line. But today, for the first time, actually, I thought Elder rode a perfect race on her today. You know, he sat in the perfect position, and he just let her, you know, build up in the straight like that. And actually, when she hit the front today, she pretty much went on with it very well. So maybe, you know, she's got a little bit mature now, and with a bit more time and stuff, she's able to do it a bit easier than what she was earlier on. So yeah, as I say, she's always been a very nice filly. To the partners who've been very patient with her, well done to them. Nice to have them on course today, the Governors and the Stokes. To Philip Bamford, who's watching from overseas I'm sure it's nice for him to see us having a winner again. We've had a few frustrating ones in the last couple of meetings, so nice to have a winner for him again. And then to Tony Rhodes, who hasn't been well, hopefully he's watching. I see there's a message from him, so good luck to everybody and nice to have her head in front today.
Candice, well done.
Thank you.
I get to speak to, you can all come. Monty, come on, man. Don't, yes, you can all come line up next to me here. Well done for the win.
Thank you so much.
I know that she's a filly. Look, you can always find her in the first three. I think that's the most exciting part of her.
Well, she's always there or thereabouts, and I always joke with her and say she's always the bridesmaid. Not often the bride, but today she's definitely the bride, so we're very happy.
And it's a lovely partnership. I'm sure you all enjoy racing together.
It is, absolutely. I just actually wanted to say congrats to all our partners, Monty, Tony, obviously that's not here today, Philip, and Alvary, my hubby that's not here, but I'm sure he's watching. So well done to all our partners.
Well done for the win.
And thank you to Candice and team. They're doing a great job.
They are indeed. Most certainly ticking over the winners. And then, Monty, if you don't mind, Monty can come join. Monty, you love your racing, and this also feels good having a win, I'm sure.
Yeah, look, I was very happy. Look, Fun Zone's very consistent, barring his last race. A big thank you to Candice. I know she was a bit confident that they also run a cracker. Small field, so I didn't take a swinger. A big thank you to Aldo. I think he brought her the last minute because that's what she wants. And the whole team. And not forgetting Shamlin, Thiessen, my wife Eleanor, and to a good day's racing.
Absolutely. Well, it's early success, so enjoy it.
And all the fun here at Cape Racing. Big thank you to Greg Bortz for what he's doing here. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you very much to Monty. Monty thoroughly enjoys his racing. And in relation to number 5, Fun Zone, bred at Daytona Stud, well done to them on what has been a fantastically consistent filly and rewarded today for all her connections. That's your winner, number 5, Fun Zone.